Wizards of the Coast has been lost for years now. They have hired raging social justice warriors to be lead narrative designers for their games, and they're so worried about making products for modern audiences, they've stopped giving consumers good products. And a few months ago, they announced a Lord of the Rings set and highlighted that it was going to feature a modern take on Tolkien, and now it is confirmed Aragorn is race swapped. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a supporter via YouTube memberships. Now, I did talk about this initial situation back in August because it was believed that he was race swapped. We saw some artwork and a lot of people were arguing about it. Some people said that it could have been the lighting and maybe he just looked darker in that one photo, which I personally didn't believe, but you never know. Though Wizards of the Coast has been woke for years, making the worst decisions possible, so I didn't put it past them, and here we are with a new confirmed race-swapped photo, because of course they couldn't leave him alone. Now, I wanted to go back to the article that I had talked about in August of 2022, because this was the first image that we got. Again, some people argued maybe it's the lighting. To me, it didn't seem that way just because of the color of his hand on the left, the way that his hair looks. I mean, he did look darker skinned in this photo, but some people were hopeful that they wouldn't actually change this character, but it's Wizards of the Coast, okay? Wizards of the Coast, and of course their parent company, Hasbro, have been lost for years. So, it said in the latest example of Western entertainment's seeming obsession with the reimagining of Tolkien's fantasy work in accordance with modern-day identity politics, WotC has revealed that their upcoming Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth set for Magic the Gathering will depict Aragorn as a black man. Now, I used to love Magic the Gathering and play a lot of it, same with Dungeons and Dragons, but over the years, I've really given up on the company and their products, and it's sad because if this set had nothing changed, they would have actually gotten my money. I would have purchased a little bit of this just so I had it. This is a set that, of course, will appreciate in value probably, and a lot of people are going to want it, and this is a very exciting set, but unfortunately, I really don't want to support a product that, you know, is a reimagining of the world and the characters that I love. It says, previously announced during the company's Magic Showcase 2021, the upcoming Lord of the Rings themed set was teased as allowing players to team up with such established characters as Gandalf, Gollum, Frodo, Aragorn to battle for the One Ring, but unfortunately, they just couldn't leave this alone. While some fans anticipated the worst possible handling of the IP given Wizards' reputation in recent years, their fears were partially quelled by a combination of a source material accurate piece of artwork depicting Gandalf and, well, unfortunately, we all tried to give them a chance and they failed. So they actually had this large event where they were talking about the future of the game and some upcoming sets, and that is where they made all of the statements about this set. So first of all, I want to point out the fact that the video is now unavailable. They decided to private their clip that they uploaded independently of them talking about this Magic set. It is unavailable. It is now private, probably because they were facing massive backlash over it, but it says taking to the stage on August 18th, the freelance host began her tease of the 2023 release with the assurance that Wizards' design team had worked closely with Middle-earth Enterprises and dove deep into the source material to make sure it got it just right. The cards and the art in this series will have all the flavor and history of the trilogy. And yeah, I mean, this set did look promising. I mean, like, this image right here with all of the cards put together, that looks really freaking sick. But it's got problems. And they decided to, go on and talk about the look and the feel of the world, the characters, the weapon. They are going to be intimately familiar yet fresh and relevant for a wider audience. And well, that means, unfortunately, race swapping characters. And this is the new image that all but confirms what we were afraid of. It's definitely not lighting. He definitely didn't just look darker in one of the previous images. I mean, here it is. They have race swapped him, and this, of course, does not fit with the original description of him at all whatsoever. I mean, Tolkien did describe this character saying, although the series offers very few details on his physical appearance, we do know he is tall and lean with a shaggy head of dark hair flecked with gray, and in a pale, stern face, a pair of keen gray eyes. So he had pale skin, he had gray eyes, he had darker hair flecked with gray. These are details that Tolkien himself wrote for this character, and unfortunately, Wizards of the Coast just couldn't follow that. It is very sad to see such important characters be taken by companies like Wizards of the Coast and changed. Unfortunately, though, Hasbro has had some major problems over the past couple of years. Dungeons & Dragons has recently faced massive boycotts over the OGL, and I am sure that they are going to face some serious problems with the Honor Among Thieves movie that is supposed to be releasing relatively soon. I'm sure that they are also going to face a boycott there. And then Magic the Gathering, this is what they're doing. They had a chance to make freaking money, and I'm sure that people are still going to buy it, but not as many people as they could have gotten. I mean, I would have purchased it if they just stuck to the source material here. And recently I talked in a video about how Hasbro lost $129 million last quarter, and they are desperately trying to sell Entertainment one of their entertainment divisions, and they can't seemingly do it since they've been trying since, I believe, October of last year. So everything is looking pretty rough for this company. It is unfortunate, but I'm honestly not that surprised to see it is now confirmed that Aragorn is race swapped. I don't trust Wizards of the Coast anymore. This is why I do not pre-order any products from them, and I very rarely actually buy something new. 9 times out of 10, they're changing something. I've talked in the past about Dungeons & Dragons and how in all legacy products they're adding disclaimers over content they believe is potentially racist, and they've even gone so far as sanitizing newer releases and remove terms like race. They wanted an audience of sensitive snowflakes who demand they change every little thing in their game, and they've got them, but they've also lost consumers like us, the normal consumers who just want good products. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.